transit systems, get a chance to explore the diversity and the beauty of Melbourne. You can mingle with the locals on its quiet streets and beneath a welcoming sun, take in the high-end shopping, unrivaled in Australia, featuring names like Tiffany and Gucci. Take a bright ride over the Yarra, go down to the beaches, look at the coastline, and visit the Crown Towers right in the heart of Melbourne. Beautiful city.
Really is. And if you're a golfer, bring your clubs. And that man right there is, when he's not at the poker table,
Yes,
he's
he is.
digging up the sod.
Very good one. Kind of James, King 10. James very quiet, but playing with great confidence, as you would expect, being the chip leader.
I think Medic is going to get a little tired of having his small blind raised every time Kenna James is on the button. And this time, Medic has the best hand with an ace-9 suited.
Well, every time you leave Medic for dead, he comes right back. I don't think Kathy Liebert can be a participant. She won't.
And the problem for Medic is when he just calls those raises after the flop, he's in the inferior position, and Kenna James has been taking advantage of that.
Here is the flop, a pair of 9s and a jack, so set for Medic now.
Check.
He checks, fully expecting Kenna James to bet. Kenna will not oblige.
And a 10 of clubs on the turn, so now a flush draw for Medic as well.
Yeah, that's a magic card for Medic. Not only does it give James a pair, but it gives Medic all sorts of backup to go along with his 3 9s. He's picked up the nut flush draw, and he bets 50,000. I almost think the hand is too big to bet. Then again, Kenna James didn't show any interest in this hand on the flop, so Medic is trying to prime the pump, as it were. And I could definitely see James calling here.
James does also have a straight draw.
Queen to complete that. And Barry, Kenna James he's counting out a raise.
And he pushes it in. And now Medic trying to figure what can James have. He knows he's got a good hand.
And it's a very curious raise. It's only 60,000 more on top of a 50,000 chip bet, so it's very close to one of those strange double raises. I'd love to see Medic re-raise here. Kenna James's raise is almost like a defensive raise. Let's not let this pot get too big.
He's going to call. So we go to the river. It's a club. It gives Medic a flush.
He checks, hoping that Kenna James will get out of line and try to steal this pot. The only hand that can beat Medic right now is a full house. Oh, and he got no value out of it, and you saw him wince.
Yep. And all Kenna James can say, and he's usually a lot more talkative than that, as you know, is wow.
And I think Medic will be replaying that hand in his head for some time. Could I have gotten more out of that big hand? Is there any way I could have goaded the pushy Kenna James, the chip leader, into committing more chips to the pot?
Kenna James still our chip leader. Medic at almost 900,000 now, so he's narrowing the gap. Kathy Liebert still short stacked at 258,000.
PartyPoker.net is a good learning tool. Pick up some different strategies, different ideas and thoughts on your game, and I think it certainly, as a resource, can improve your game both as an internet player and as a live player, I'm sure.
Welcome back to PartyPoker.net Aussie Millions. We're in Melbourne, Australia at the Crown Casino. Bonus coverage now as Jethro Horowitz is all in against Wes Bugera.
Horowitz needs a jack on the river to stick around.
And it does not happen, and so Horowitz will be gone, and Bugera, again, another guy who's dodged a whole lot of bullets. How about Jethro, though?
I think
months with nothing really, and survived until now. And then the best hand I saw today was Jack's, and of course he found aces. So nothing I can do.
Still had a pretty good payday, though. We go from our outside table back to our main table. Kenneth James continues to be the chip leader, but Medic made a pretty good run at him with that last hand.
Blinds have gone up 5 and 10,000.
Sooner or later, I'm going to get action.
Kathy Liebert all in on Neary with a Jack-4. He gets out of it. Esfandiari, will he go? No.
And
But Kenna might.
And Kathy Liebert does not want action here, Barry. This is a terrible situation. She'd like to be up against a small pair, or
Pretty sure I've got
I mean, when you go all in with King 10, you really don't want to get called by much, especially not Ace King.
All right, I call.
Well, that's big.
Oh, man, it's not right.
That's not right, but it is fact. Kenna, who's got the edge here, doesn't look all that confident. So here's the flop. Liebert all in against our chip leader. 3 spades gives Liebert a flush draw.
Yeah, she's gone from a 3-to-1
One
underdog to
spade.
just about coin flipping territory.
It is a 3, so it's
Spade
down to
or king?
this on the river. She's got to have a
Deuce of
spade.
spades. I said deuce of spades. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that was wrong. And so Kathy Liebert will be eliminated.
Aye, aye, aye.
Liebert is put out by Kenneth James. He was already our chip leader, and he wins another gargantuan pot. So Kathy Liebert will finish in 13th position, $37,000. A little more than that will be her take-home pay, and that's not bad. And she has the respect of Kenneth James. Again, 2 real professionals. Kenneth James eliminating Kathy Liebert. Liebert was riding high for a while, but couldn't get away from that one, and her chips go into the pocket of the cowboy, Kenneth James. Liebert's gone. James is our chip leader. Medic is right there. We come to the end of another day of outstanding poker here in Melbourne. For my partner, Michael Koenig, I'm Barry Tompkins. We'll see you next time on the PartyPoker.net Aussie Millions.